What's up, guys? Cameron Foos here with Fooslerts.com. Today, we're going to talk about something that's been dead in the stock market for years now, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's making a comeback. And that, my friends, is the pump and dump. Okay, guys, so let's talk about what traditionally a pump and dump is. You know, there's been a lot of changes over the last 5 years in the stock market, especially on the over-the-counter market, or OTC, where you typically see pump and dump stocks. So basically what happens, there's some crap company, say some mining company down in South Africa or something, they will find people which are called penny stock promoters and pay them compensation either in shares or actual cash to pump this stock to a worldwide database of mailers, emails, actually physical copies of, you know, some sort of spiel or sales pitch to get people to buy these stocks. And how it operates is they continue to push a stock, you know, some say at 5 cents per share, continue to push it up, continue to promote this stock. While the stock rises, the people who are owning the stock, either the insiders or the people that were compensated, continue to sell those shares to the people who are getting manipulated into buying this stock. Once they stop promoting it, or once they get rid of all their shares, that's when they stop promoting the stock, and the people who were manipulated into buying the stock are now stuck with this stock at all-time highs after it rose 100%, 200%, 1,000%, anything can happen with these promotions. And after that promotion is done, the stock crashes. So that's what's called the pump and the dump. So the pump is the initial exposure to, you know, just regular old people like you and me. You get caught in some kind of scam with these promotions, and it gets pumped up because we're influenced to buy, and then those promoters stop promoting it. They sell all their shares to people who were manipulated into buying, and the stock crashes. So that's kind of traditionally how a pump and dump has worked, but there's been so much different regulations and laws put in place that's kind of killed that entire pump and dump game. A lot of people went to federal prison after making millions of dollars using this scheme in the stock market. So we haven't seen that kind of traditional pump and dump in years, but now all of a sudden between oil stocks and weed stocks, we've seen an industry-wide sector in the OTC market making huge rips to the upside. So these are all just, you know, pure hype. Any weed stock, doesn't matter what they do, what kind of news is out, there's no news whatsoever, but there's the election coming up for marijuana. A lot of different ballots to legalize it in a lot of states, as well as diminish the fines or sentences you get for weed-related crimes. So there's a lot of hype and speculation just around weed stocks in general right now, all on the OTC market. In addition to the oil market, there is a lot of bankrupt stocks that are now, BTUUQ was one that just absolutely exploded. They were coming out of Chapter 11, so there was kind of an industry-wide bankrupt stock oil sector move on the OTC market. We traded SUNY, SUNEQ, multiple times last week, and today we just took out a marijuana stock, MJNA. So this is kind of a different sort of pump and dump scheme going on, where it's just an industry-wide hype and speculation, not necessarily paid penny stock promoters pushing the stock. It's just a whole different aspect of the game that we haven't seen before. In the OTC market is all of a sudden back on fire again after years of this place just being a barren wasteland. So anyways, I want to show you guys a real example recorded live on Fous TV this morning. If you don't know what we do, we trade live on Fous TV every morning with me and Big Mike, so you get to see and hear exactly what we're trading, as well as us giving explanations for our entries and exits, and you get those alerts in real time. So today, MJNA, this is a marijuana stock that's part of this whole pump and dump scheme. It's not necessarily a pump and dump, but if you see a penny stock like this rise 500% like we just saw MJNA, there's gonna be a certain point when this stock just completely washes out and there's gonna be panic selling involved, and we try to look for those to take advantage of it short. So check out today's trade on MJNA recorded live on Fous TV. Coming at you now.
It's a pretty clean descending triangle too on the daily. What I told some of our members that did the academy is whenever you see these intraday descending triangles or ascending triangle, you can take the width of it. So this thing's about, top is about 27 to about 23, so it's 4 cents wide. So you figure if we crack 23, ideally we could see 19 in the short term.
Let's drop the hammer. Yeah, that's kind of my profit target is about 20 cents. That's the next whole number. In addition to that's, the calculated. You basically just flip this thing upside down. So if you draw a
Yeah.
similar descending triangle, it's a regular triangle and extend that lower, that's about your projected profit target. And that is also right around the whole number of about 20. So that'd kind of be an ideal area where we would potentially see a washout here before we started seeing some sort of bounce.
As expected, boom.
Here we go.
All these turds that have been buying this thing for the past freaking week.
Yeah, he's going pee. Your dog. Is that a pee mat right there?
What? Yeah,
Is that a...
that's for me in the middle of the night. Just
Come on now. So up about 700 here so far. Love to see this thing really just kind of start getting some mojo to the downside. CNBX would have been an amazing short here. This morning as well, I was trying to locate shares, just was not able to get my fill here, but basically just a failed flag breakout here, especially since we're up towards 1, over under short at 1 here was perfect. Also once this 13 EMA and the VWAP broke down right around 106, just this thing is completely cracked, so you always got to be watching those EMAs and the VWAPs here. MJNA, let's continue on. Let's bring the pain. Up about 900 now. MJNA up 1,000 now.
amazing how quick these things can move. Once we had that crack, all these bidders just wiped out.
Here we go. We're about to hit new lows.
3.3 million shares. That's crazy.
Yeah. Just even getting filled on 40K doesn't
We
even
just
work.
got our
Here
little
we go.
baby box, you know?
Here is it continuing down here, guys.
Nice.
Up 1,000. Here we got some big offers at 21 cents as well, so we're definitely getting increased selling pressure here. Up 1,300. Come on, let's crack 20.
Yeah, I actually just put my shares in to sell at 19. Wish I had more. It's a nice block, 40K.
There we go. I'm out. At 20.
Nice, Fous.
1,500 here. 19 and a half.
Maybe filled at 19.
So perfect pattern here, guys. Me and Mike both tried to get in that short at 26 after the Pratt-Oak move to the upside on the 13 EMA and VWAP crack. Unfortunately, did not get that fill there. And then, I got FOMO, went in at 24 for 40,000. Here goes 18 and a half. The real panic sets in. So I probably get out, early as usual. But we still got heavy bidders. Looking at level 2 here.
I'm trying to get out myself. It's not even fucking. I'm about 600 right now.
Looking at the level 2 here. Now we're starting
Pretty
to
big
see
sellers coming in.
Look at this dropping 18. Let's see. So this is what I got here. I lost 147 CMBX, 1480 on MJNA. Not a bad little session. Could have been better if I would have got my fill. Better damn 17s. You. So I got it at 20 cents there, guys. That was kind of my initial short-term profit target. But it's still dropping another 3 cents on my 40,000 shares. That's another $1,200 I could have made on top of the 1,500 I just pulled. So this is still going. Sellers in, it's going to hit 16s.
I'm out for 700 bucks. Not bad for on a 10,000 share position. Not bad.
Yeah, that was
You know,
2,400 bucks, 2,400 position. Look at this thing go.
pretty crazy.
16. Can't believe I short covered at freaking
I mean, you never
20
know, right? This
cents.
thing this thing hit our freaking price target within like 2 minutes, and we're like, eh.
Yeah, and this has been playing games with me all day yesterday, trying to short it.
I wish I had more, honestly. Fuck.
See, this is going all the way down to
That
our
was
13 EMA target.
that was like literally the quickest percentage move I've seen in the stock lately. 30% in 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, like it's still going. Like I said before, guys, that 23 mark is that sweet spot. Once it goes from uh, green to red here, that's really, just a really big accelerator for selling pressure and panic, as in addition to seeing this stock on the daily chart, just huge uh, upside movement.
Damn.
14
See,
to
this
the
is what this
13
should be a
EMA.
perfect example for everybody who's like, oh, these marijuana stocks are ripping, and then when they come down, they fucking crash.
Yeah, so I mean, at least we got a little piece of the action here. So you're never gonna make a perfect trade. Trading is not about getting, the amazing perfect entry and perfect exit. It's about identifying opportunities like this and at least taking a piece of the pie. But anyways, guys, that's about it for today. I am done trading. I'm about 1,400 bucks or so here, so not a bad little session. Took down MJ perfectly after these wheat stocks had this huge explosion to the upside. Perfect descending triangle short pattern here. Uh, so really pumped. MCOA, also another one that I was wanting to get short but had no shares. 20 cents would have been a perfect entry up there on MCOA. But anyways, guys, we are out of here. Have a good one.
Good stuff. Later, everybody.